Okay guys, welcome to my channel. This is Jade, and today we're going to talk about our basic training experience. I have my bow buddy over here, and we're just going to pretty much piggyback on each other and what we've been through in basic and so forth and so on. I will probably make a more personal video about basic. I probably might not, but this is what you have for today. So, basic training. First of all, let's talk about reception.
Oh man.
What was the best part about reception?
The food.
The food, right? 1/20th. If you're going to Fort Jackson, 1/20th.
That food is far.
The wings, they are not stingy with their portions at all. Did you get shark attacked when you went to basic? When you got there?
No, not for reception.
No, how about basic though? I didn't get shark attacked either.
You better hope you get 161.
Yeah, but you know what? When we got to AIT, that was a different fucking story.
That's a
I felt
different
like that was
story.
a shark attack.
Don't ever say that AIT is easy, because if you end up in 244 quartermaster,
if you're quartermaster,
Fort Lee, it is not lit Lee.
So reception, pretty much, what did we do there? We did in processing. The first day, we pretty much got all our gear. Like, we got our PTs, we got our camo bags, and we started using our camo bags from that very first day. And so we were put into, we were in like in a bay pretty much, right? And so every day we were doing paperwork. And was your reception long? Because I felt like mine was not that long.
My reception was a week long.
Yours was a week long?
Yes,
Yours was like
I was there for a
3-4
week.
days, like.
I was there for a week at reception because something had gone wrong. And it was the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Yeah, I could not imagine.
Like, I felt like I was seeing wizards when we went to go, when we had to wake up every day early as fuck, and I was not used to waking up at that time.
We never woke up early. We never woke up early. Like, that's funny. Like,
No,
whenever I hear
serious,
people
like,
say that,
like I woke up super
I wouldn't
early, and we would have to go. So after we would eat, after the shots and everything, we would have to go to get all our gears and stuff to initiate going into basic training. And then going through all that, you can't
sleep.
You can't sleep. Don't try sleeping. Like, the moment you close your eyes and there's a drill sergeant around,
It's a problem. Like,
you don't have a problem.
it's a problem. Your reception drill sergeants, which you will have drill sergeants in reception, they're not your basic training drill sergeants. Don't get confused. It's just not what it is. Also, you don't get the peanut butter shot. Like, I heard someone did, but no, you don't. You don't get the peanut butter shot. So that's done. You don't do that. You just take a couple of pills, you get a couple of shots, and that's pretty much it. But the one in your ass, you don't get. So that was
some people who took it, but I felt bad for them because we have to take like 5 shots, 6 shots. I took a lot of shots. That shit's horrible. I
took a lot too. Even the shots I already had, they gave me gun, and I still have to take more shots. I mean, you got me fucked up. Okay, so your basic training is inside the same base as your reception, so you're not going too far to your basic training spot. So I was in 161 Alpha Company, and you were
161 Echo Company.
So the first day, pretty much, if you have like good people in reception, like good drill sergeants, they'll help you pre-pack your shit, so it's a lot easier for you when you get there. So we were pretty smart. So we were color coded, and so that's when we realized, like, oh, okay, so we're gonna be in the same platoon. Like, we were pretty smart, right? Some people was confused for some fucking reason, but yeah, we were pretty smart. So we didn't get shark attacked. We actually walked off the bus. We went into the awning. They gave us a little speech about them being drill sergeants. They did the drill sergeant creed. Then they told us to get our bags, any bags, get a fucking bag and get back into our place. We did so. The first day wasn't much. I don't remember if I even ate the first day, but first day wasn't much. I can't really remember the first day.
I was scared. I was like, they're gonna shark attack us.
I was excited
at some point, because they didn't shark attack us to initiate. I was like, they're gonna shark us at some point.
I thought so.
So I didn't. I was super quiet.
But
basic training is broken down into 3 phases: red phase, white phase, blue phase, and then there's red, white, and blue phase. For some reason, basic training feels way longer than AIT. So.
Fuck no, I gotta disagree.
What?
Wait, actually, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, the reason why I was like, fuck no, is because in basic training, when you wake up with a purpose. Like,
and you
there's
have
something
you
to
have
do.
no phones. Over here, you can have phones. You have no phones in basic training. And your mind goes a little like, what just happened? You a little, like, you get lost.
Yeah, but what I was trying to say was, in basic training, at least like when you woke up with something to do every fucking day. Like, it was never an idle time. Like, you always had like something to complete. Here in AIT, you wake up to go to school, and that's it. Like, there's literally nothing else to do. There's no ruck marches. There's no, like, they fucking lied. You ruck in AIT.
Oh, you ruck in AIT. You go to the field in AIT.
You ruck.
You don't want to get in a profile either in AIT.
Let me tell you something, baby. If you feel like you can't sleep in the field for 3-4 days, Army is it for you.
It's cold. Oh my God.
Yeah, because it's not just hot. Like, okay, like, you're not thinking how miserable you'll be when you're there in the heat. Like, when you're basic in the heat, you're like, oh, this is easy. This is a blast. Like, I could do this in my active duty career. But bro, when you in the field and it's cold and you over here with your toe warmers and shit, like,
and you want to know the worst part? When the toe warmers don't need to work, they work. Mm-hmm. And then when I need them to work, they don't work. And I just
they're hot. Like, they're fucking supposed to get hot, and like the cold air is hitting you in the face and your feet is baking. Like, yeah. But anyways, back to basic training.
Red face, white face, blue face. How was your red face? How was your shower drills?
We only did like one shower drill. I'm not gonna cap.
We did a whole week worth of shower drills. We did a whole week of shower drills.
I'm black, right? So let me tell you, my drill sergeant, she's like a little Hispanic. I love her to death, right? But one day she came to us and we couldn't shower the whole week, actually. Red face, dude, were you guys able to shower that whole week?
No.
We were not allowed to shower, and mind you, we didn't even go to the PX, so some people smell a little funky. I got wipes though, because my mommy loved me. But we didn't shower that whole week, right? And then for shower drills, our drill sergeant came to us one day and was just like, you guys have 7 minutes. That was the first day we were able to take a shower. She's like, y'all have 7 minutes to hop in that shower and hop out. So boom, 7 minutes, we're like, a whole room full of girls. We're like, okay, whatever. We're gonna do this. So we hopped in, hopped out. We weren't late or nothing. But my drill sergeant came up to me. She was like, your hair's not wet. I was like, yeah, no. She was just like, why isn't your hair wet? Did you take a shower? Yes, drill sergeant. Like, black people don't wash their hair every day. Like, we don't need to do that. We don't need to get our hair wet as often as other people. Like, to wash our asses, we don't have to wash our hair. So I just thought that was really fucking funny. Like, she was just like, okay, trainee. How about you?
For our shower drills, it was 1 week worth, and me and my battle buddy, let me tell you, shout out to Najar, because she's somewhere out there in Virginia doing her political related stuff. But our shower drills, we always have to have a battle buddy, by the way. So our shower drills, me and my bunk buddy / battle buddy, we would wait, and then the people from the other platoon, you have like a minute to shower or 2 minutes to shower, and we'd cut their time to a minute down, and we would be like 1 minute, and then we'd start counting down, and then we'd pretend to say drill sergeant or battle buddy waiting on you, battle buddy waiting on you, just so that they could hurry up and we could shower and have more time. We were not good. We had gotten the honor, well, not me, but my battle boy, we had gotten the honor to have lieutenants, generals, what else? Sergeant majors, commanders, everyone at the side of our bed every single night and wake us up.
Wait, what the fuck?
I'm being serious.
To wake y'all up?
Yes, because they would scream at us. They would scream at us because you can't wear your fleece at night, and you can't do a lot.
We got away with that.
We didn't get away with that.
You got away with that.
It's not okay.
So red face, they don't. Okay, so for instance, I had the opportunity to talk to our what's the important guys? And basically that important dude, sergeant major, whatever.
Major Randolph.
Whatever. I had the opportunity to talk to this man, right? Me and a couple of people as well. And so we found out that certain things you don't do in basic no more. Like you don't do the cup to chest. You don't do that no more. You don't do step, heels, step. Like, my food tastes better with my heels together. Like, when you're there and you're at the DFAC, you don't have to. Now, don't stand there if your drill sergeant is telling you to do these things and say, no, I'm not supposed to. Because that's your ass. But really, you're not supposed to do that shit no more. Like, we understand that, hey, you're supposed to, like, hold your cups like this in order to prep you and train you to eat, not to eat, to fucking, throw your grenade or whatever, but you just don't do that. You don't do that no more. Some companies will still do it, but really, you don't. You're not supposed to do that shit. Same thing with shark attacks. Like, that's just, it don't happen no more. Like, that's not supposed to happen. They're not supposed to smoke you. Like, they can only smoke you up to, like, 10. You know what I'm trying to say? So 1, 2, 3, 1, only up to 10. And what else can't they do anymore?
And if they smoke you, they have to smoke. They have to go down with you, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Damn. But they don't really do that no more. Let's see. There was something else. Oh yeah, for me, right? One time I forgot to take a utensil in the DFAC, right? So I put my plate down. I look, because I'm ready to eat. I'm like, oh shit, I don't have like anything to eat with. So I get up and I try to go back to get like a spoon or fork. And I got the spoon. I turned around. One of my drill sergeants was like, come here. Like, put it on my table. Put it on my table, trainee. I'm like, drill sergeant, I forgot. Just put it on my table, trainee. Okay, I put it on her table. Now go eat. So I ate with my fingers. And I even had to do that in the fucking field too. Yes, because they put the box of utensils, they put it on the floor besides the table. We're supposed to hurry up and shovel. So by the time I'm over at the other end, I missed my opportunity to get a spoon because we were just like trying to rush to get fucking hot eggs. They're not supposed to do that shit.
Liars! Oh my god. Okay, I'm done. You can continue.
They're not supposed to do that shit. Like, they're not supposed to refuse you to go back and get a utensil, but they still do shit like that.
Oh, bitches are fucking crazy.
What happened?
Okay, let me see.
What happened?
Continue your video. Bitches are fucking crazy.
What are you talking about?
I'm fucking dead.
What are you talking about?
Bitches are fucking crazy.
So let's see, red face, you don't really do much. You're learning about your classroom, which you barely even go in. What else did we do? We didn't really do shit in red face. So towards the end of red face, you do that ruck march, your first one, which is, what's the first ruck march? You got the anvil, you got the hammer. What's the other one?
The anvil?
No, anvil, hammer. What's the other one? There's 3.
The forge?
So which one's the first one? The anvil, right? Or the hammer? No, I think it's the hammer. Whatever, you do your first ruck march, and I'm pretty sure it's like 4 miles. We always do extra because Alpha Company 161 is extra. So yeah, you do that. Some people get blisters, some people don't, whatever. But towards the end of red face, you get issued your weapons. And white face is all about rifle marksmanship. That is where you go to the range, and I love the range.
Tell you, when I said I shot over 1,000 rounds this summer, I shot over 1,000 rounds this summer trying to zero my weapon. I was not good at it at first.
Really? I love going to the range. I love shooting. So yeah, like she said, you'll most likely, if you're in Alpha Company, you'll most likely walk to the range no matter how far. Like, if it's super far, then you'll bus, but other than that, you're walking the extra miles, and you'll hate it. But at the end of the day, when it's time to do the forge, you're going to be thankful that your drill sergeant made you walk that long, because you're going to be familiar with the path. And that little 2, 3 miles, 4 miles it took for you to get to your range, it was just a breeze. Like, it was just a breeze. So you're not gonna hate that much. So before you qualify for your weapon, you zero. And in order to zero, you have your weapon, right? And you're shooting at a paper, 300 meters, you're shooting at a paper target. And your drill sergeant looks, and the paper, pretty much you have to get your shots within the circle, right? In a certain group. And so she or he adjusts your front sight, I think it's called. Front sight post, the little thing that sticks up. And that's pretty much how you zero. You just gotta get your shots, or yeah, you have to get it in a group. A little group. If it's all over the place, then no. But if you get it in a group, you're fine. And so for qualifying, the highest you can qualify for is 40, which is a 40 out of 40, which is, I'm pretty sure it's Hawkseye if you get a 40. I think it's like expert. Do you fucking remember? Expert, marksman.
Right? Expert, marksman, sharpshooter. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get 40 out of 40. Ooh, Hawkseye. Like, yeah. I got 36 on my CCO, but I could have gotten a higher one, but I fucked up. Just remember your 20 round and remember your 10 rounds. Don't use your 20 rounds for the first part. So when it comes to rifle marksmanship, you got the 3 positions that you'll be doing, which is like prone, kneeling. Is it 2? Yeah, prone, unsupported, prone, supported, and kneeling. There you go. So that is your white phase. Let's talk about blue phase. What was blue phase? What did that consist of?
That was like already entering into the forge.
Right. So blue phase, you don't do much different.
You go into the forge, and in the forge we have like Nick a Night. That sucked. I mean, for some people it could be the most funnest thing that you do, but it's not fun for me because I don't like low crawling a whole football field. So
I high crawled through the entire fucking field.
I low crawled through the whole entire field. Everybody else high crawled, but I low crawled because I looked up and I saw those muskets shooting in the air. I'm like, oh my Lana. I got so scared.
No.
I was like,
no,
what?
I high crawled. I'm sorry, no. But you know, surprisingly, Nick at Night was the dirtiest thing ever because not only is it depressing because actual soldiers had to go through that shit, but it was also disgusting because you got sand everywhere. There's no showers. You're just dirty. You use wipes. You're trying to change your OCPs. Yeah.
You're dirty throughout all.
And it was like drizzling. So sand was yeah. What else? So you do the forge. The forge is like this big thing. Sorry, blue phase, you do the anvil. Okay, so the forge is this big ass, or the hammer. The forge pretty much is where you do warrior tasking drills. You do Nick at Night. There's this part during the forge which I loved personally, where you go to the range and you're shooting targets in the dark, and there's just this beautiful glow target, and that was beautiful. Like that will always be in my memory. It was so pretty, like beautiful glow up. Like it was pretty. I think it was like what, range 16? I remember.
And actually we had the same range. Just kidding. Everybody had the same range.
It was so pretty. Like the view was so pretty. Like, okay, you probably were on the range that I was on. The range I was on was so fucking
all
pretty.
I saw was mountains. Little mountains. Almost, well, they're not mountains. They're like little sand hills so that when you shoot, it goes straight through. That was it. You didn't have glow pop-up targets? Are you talking about the lollipop lane?
I just know that it was during Nick at Night.
Or the candy cane?
Not during Nick at Night. I just know that it was at night.
Oh, no.
During the forge.
During the forge, it was super dark, and we were just in a corner shooting at the targets.
Yeah, it was.
I couldn't see anything.
Oh, but then y'all went through that not for nothing, because you know what's next? Competitive. So once you finally made it through the forge, you're tired, you're whatever, you want to quit. Boom, you get back to your company, y'all are doing cadences, you feel all big and proud, and
you get to fight people.
Yes, yes, battle buddy.
You get to fight.
That's what I was getting to.
You have problems with somebody, you get to call them out that night and say, you can bring that ass here.
Pretty much. That's what I was getting to. But yeah, like you feel so accomplished, and after a while you just stop feeling tired. Like, cause we got to fight a different company in combatives, and we were all just hyped, and we were like, oh, like the morale was off the fucking roof, and we were just slamming, choking, like it was fun, but we had to end it early because people really started fighting, and they were just like, cut the fun. But after that, blue phase, you also start shaping your berets. You start shaping your berets before the forge. So, right? Yeah, you do. And then, so after commanders, right? I feel like the next day you go to victory victory something. And that's where you're doing that's when you don your berets, right? So we, for some reason, decided to march out there that very same day after combatives. And we slept on the cold ground. So everybody was sweaty and it got cold. So it was really uncomfortable. But we woke up, we went to the field, and we donned our berets. And it felt amazing. Like, we felt good. Like, we felt like, oh, shit. And then that very same day, you go to the barracks, you take a shower, I believe, and then you have victory breakfast. And your drill sergeants are serving you, and it felt so good. That's red, white, and blue face.
And the drill sergeants feed you.
Yes, she's not paid. She's no longer in this video. But that is red, white, and blue face right there, which they don't really like. Not a lot of people talk about red, white, and blue face because there's not much to talk about. You did it. Like, you turn in your weapons, you have a pizza party or whatever, and after that pizza party, which the pizza was fucking cold, you watch movies, you get ready for graduation, which we never got because of a hurricane. Yeah. Wow, that was basic training in 21 minutes. That wasn't the stories, because bitch got stories, but that was basic training. Anything else you want to add on?
Basic training for me, it just felt long, frustrating, because there's a lot of drama. They probably don't tell you that there's a lot of drama, but there's a lot of drama within your barracks. Some people don't get barracks.
The drill sergeants.
The drill sergeants. But I mean, it's a mind game, to be honest. You just don't you pay attention to them, but you just don't really listen to them. Like, you listen, but you just go on about it with your day.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, on top of that, don't take the drill sergeant seriously. And if you're in a situation where you're getting smoked or you're receiving corrective action, like, if you can't do any more push-ups, you just can't do any more push-ups. Like, that's just what it is. Like, no one's gonna kill you, no one's gonna throw you off the building, no one's gonna can't fucking counsel you for that shit. If you just feel like you absolutely can't do any more push-ups, stay in the front, leading rest, arch your back, sag in the middle. You feel me? Like, you're not in trouble for that. And if you come into basic not knowing how to do push-ups, at the end of the day, you're going to know how to do push-ups. It's going to take a lot out of you, and you're going to feel like, wow, I probably should have learned how to do this before, but you'll get there eventually.
Stretch a lot. It is easy to get hurt in basic. It is really easy.
Very fucking... Listen, if you're like me and you did absolutely nothing when you were home,
your hips, everything's going to start hurting.
Sucks to be you. Yeah, because you're going to... Every day, there's something. It's physically demanding and mentally taxing. So, get ready for that shit. Sick call. What can I say? I never went to sick call in basic. I just started going to sick call in AIT, so I feel like you could possibly hold things off until AIT. I wouldn't suggest it, but I think that's it. If you fail your PT test, again, the last PT test is the only one that counts, honestly. They will scare the fuck out of you to the point where, because you have no access to electronics, you're going to really sit there and be like, damn, I'm going to get recycled because I failed my second PT test. No, the last PT test is the only PT test that counts. And even if you fail that one, if you have drill sergeants that actually give a fuck about you, you're going to get a fourth PT test. You are before the forge and after the forge. If you are reserve or national duty, if you fail that third PT test before the forge, you get to go to the forge, and then you also get to take a PT test after, because they don't want to recycle your ass because you have somewhere to go.
But do your best. So. But do your best, because they still recycle people either way. So a lot of people end up being recycled in AIT. A lot of people end up being recycled in basic.
But it's easier for active duty personnel it's easy for you to get recycled compared to reserve or active or National Guard, because they're going to make you do the forge as the requirement and then give you another chance. And if you fuck that up, well, see you next summer. But you have more chances. If you're active duty, if your drill sergeants don't give a fuck about you, you fail that third PT test. And sometimes early. Some people got recycled even before their third PT test, which is weird. But your last one is the one that counts.
I think that's all there is to basic.
Yes. That is all there is. Honestly, I'm interested in knowing how basic training is gonna be for like the new ACFT. Like, are they still gonna? That's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be hard.
That's a video I want to watch.
That's the next video for you guys.
Right.
Next time for us to talk about our experience, because I have not taken the ACFT yet. She has not taken it. A lot of people are about to start taking it.
I feel like I'm starting over again because I just learned how to do push-ups and now I have to learn how to do a leg tuck. Like, Jesus, let me be complacent for a little bit, okay? Like, let me be just a little bit complacent. But yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, comment it down below. If you like this video, you know, thumbs it up.
If you don't like this video, thumbs it up.
Yeah, show some type of interaction. Feel me? But yes.
Have a good day.